Good morning, everybody. How's everybody this morning? Hope everything is going well for you, or at least controllable. So, where are we? Currently at the camp office in Mystery Lake. Managed to get there without any significant trouble, amazingly enough. Unfortunately, this is where things get interesting. Because now I've got to make it to the Quonest Garage in Coastal Highway in one go. No bedroll, no stopping en route. It's going to be interesting. As has been pointed out, the world is getting colder. And yeah, I'm not well equipped for that. Good morning, Danny. How are you? I hope the trio are accompanying you for this. So, without further ado, let's be about this. Right, I need to warm up. One quick warm up coming along. Here we go. Eat some food. This is the last of my food. Hello, Peanut. Hello, Lola. Hello, Earl. Not necessarily in that order. Ah, yeah, that would not. Yeah. Yeah, let's try not to die today. Hello, Atluxity. Oh, brother, it is freezing out here. This is gonna kill me faster than I thought it was warmer than this. This would be perfect if I could but survive the trip. This is a problem. If it stays this cold, can't go. Not without dying. It would be a case of, slow death or quick death. As I was saying yesterday, the ogre's choice. That is, yeah, look how cold I've been getting. Oh, bother. Drat. Drat. My best hope is that it does warm up as the day progresses. And I'm not hopeful about this. Two. Well, I've got no choice. I have to get moving. So it's up and around. Okay, it's not too bad. That might be a gamble that pays off. This is going to be interesting. This is arguably the quickest way, I hope. I need crampons. And I hope I remember the way, although I've done this often enough. I can warm up at the dam. There's a bunk bed there. Ooh, I need to get these. Well, if I do die today, at least it would have been an interesting experience. Right. And yes, I did kind of remember that this was here. That's a few extra calories. Oh, I think I've come the wrong way.
I need to find
Yes, I have. I have definitely come the wrong way. I'm too high. I'm taking a chance that I can actually make my way from here. Got a suspicion I made a mistake.
Can't feel my hands.
Damn it. Well, that's one way of looking at it. And now I am technically lost and technically in bear territory, I think.
Cold to think.
See if we can make up for this mistake. Good grief, I didn't even know this was here. Yep. I just did something profoundly silly, I think. Yeah, I did.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Yeah, the problem is that I shouldn't be doing exploring like this. I should be up there. I've made that trip any number of times successfully. I think I'm alright. As long as I don't encounter anything too disastrous. Yeah, I don't need outside my comfort zone. Right, there's going to be a wolf there. Always is. There's always a wolf here. Did I just waste a torch? Yeah, you can see the wolf ahead. And I've got to warm up. And the best place to warm up is in one of those porta cabins. And not that one. The other one. It's warmer. Oh, I left stuff.
I could eat a horse.
Right. Let's just... warm up. Alright. That was the whole point of that. Now let's hope that I actually left some food here. It's a good chance I didn't. What have we got? No, cans, plastic sulfur. No. Okay, so now it's a quick dash over here. So I've got to pick up stuff from the... I should have some guts and deer skin in here. Eesh, this is unpleasant. Right. I did.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay, that's helpful. Alright, now we gallop.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
Stop complaining, Mackenzie. It could be worse. Hey, Bricage, how you doing? How's... How are Nerdist and the fur babies? Yeah, now we're safe. I think I need to stop by the cave. I can't remember if I left anything at the cave here, because I'm...
Too heavy.
I might have done. I just realized I do have rosehip tea. While that doesn't sound fantastic, it does have calories. It's not too bad. I've got a chance of making this. But I can't stop here, unfortunately. Where's the cave? What I'm going to do is use rosehip tea to rehydrate. Hope like heck my memory is not... Aha! I did leave stuff here. Right. Where is my thermos? Oops. Yeah, you can see there is some calories in this. Yeah, I do understand. I experienced something very similar.
Feels like
Right.
sapping my energy.
The good news is I have gut. Now, it's not enough to make everything I need, but it's enough to make a good start. And it's not stinky. And I do have coffee if I need to wake him up. I can't believe I got down those 2 climbs successfully. But once I figured out I was going the wrong way, it seemed the best option. And guess what? I actually got away with it. Which is remarkable. I was luck and desperation. I didn't actually even know that I was underweight. So the coastal highway, I've got to go downhill. There will be wolves. That's almost a certainty. Get onto the ice, cross the ice, where there may or may not be wolves. Dodge a bear or 2. Yeah, this is not over. Because I can't stop. It is getting cold. I do have an emergency stim if I need it. Oh, is it? I thought it wasn't. One day I'll discover there's a special incantation you do to get that. This is a bit of a gamble. I say a bit of a gamble. Everything in Interloper turns out to be a bit of a gamble. There should be flour in Quonset Hut. Sorry, the Quonest Garage. What is it? Oh, was it? Oh, right.
Something's making me feel tired.
Yeah, you're freezing to death, mate. Let's see, I've got about 1,500 calories. I could...
Can't feel my feet.
Unfortunately, there's nowhere... Well, I say there's nowhere for me to stop. Not entirely true. Can I? Yes, I can. So 2 reasons for doing this. One is to try and warm up a bit. I just want to warm up for half an hour. Okay. Well, my son should be heading to college round about now, if he's not there already. He has his 3rd exam today. Oh, hang on a second. Excuse me a moment. I just need to make sure that is... Yep. Got a suspicion it's my son. No, it's just my son. I sent him a message today, wishing him luck and all the rest. He says, "Thank you so much, Dad." It's nice of him. um, no, that was just, I was going to talk about briefly about him. No, he's got chemistry today, I think it is. It's his 2nd chemistry. I think he's got computer science tomorrow, then his 2nd mathematics exam on Thursday. And then he will have, I think it's 2 or 3 more exams next week. The funny thing is, he and I have, we can bond over video games and this kind of thing. It was him who got me into Warframe ultimately.
If I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
which is kind of amusing. I resisted playing Warframe, but he used to play it on the PS4. I remember him telling me all about it, and it didn't sound appealing at all. Now look at me. I'm over 1,500 hours into Warframe in the last year. And I haven't even been playing for a year. He doesn't play anymore. I can't remember what he does play now. He's very big into driving simulation games. One of the reasons for lighting torches like this is it does help keep me warm. And now I need every little advantage I can get. Especially now.
I might have to drop some gear.
Right, so now... Yeah. It's funny, we actually enjoy quite different games, but we do have a bit of intersection with Minecraft and Warframe. I think that's about it. So here's the basic idea. I go along to the end there, follow the road down, cross the ice. I do have a stim if I need it. Hey, Eugene. I have been eating. I've got almost no food left. You missed the bit where I went completely the wrong way, going to the Carter hydroelectric dam. And now I've got to go downhill here. So in principle, I shouldn't encounter a bear this way, but I almost certainly will encounter a wolf. And now I need the warmth bonus. And I'm just eating the rosehip tea calories. I should stop for the burdock, but I really don't have time. I did pick up my guts and skins from the cave and from the Carter hydroelectric dam, so...
I need to find food.
I can't afford to stop. I could conceivably stop down there, but I might actually have to. The problem is, it's going to be freezing cold in the morning, and I got no guarantee. What do you think, Eugene? Stop in the hut or continue to the garage? I've got these two choices. All the food I've got on me is that.
I'm freezing.
Opinions rapidly needed.
Something's gotta go.
There's no food. I've got very little. Ha. I seem to have made the decision. I think that was going to kill me if I kept going, to be honest. Ah. I am completely out of food. You are surprisingly quiet, Eugene.
I could eat anything right now.
It's gonna be freezing. I didn't have time. I did not have time. There was... If I hadn't, I would have been stuck somewhere else. No food. I'm gonna lose my carry bonus. If I can find an excluded spot, I can. Don't I have any? Do have coal. Oh, this is not going to work out. Oh, isn't there a shaded spot here? There is not a shaded spot here. Blast. Okay. Just gonna have to. And it's windy, which means I can't light a torch. Ha. Yeah. And there's... Oh. Okay. I can probably make Reishi tea.
Come on. Well, that didn't work. Come on.
At least I can have a fire and make some tea.
Turned out pretty well.
This isn't going to work, but still. I'm slightly surprised the torch is working. All I need now is a lot of luck. Yeah, I did think about cattails, Eugene, while I was on the way to the dam. But honestly, I'd already wasted enough time. And yeah, I kind of gambled there.
Never been so hungry in my life.
The cattails law? Eat the cattails, pretty much. Okay, nothing here. Alright, I'm gonna lose my carry bonus. But I've got a chance of making it across the ice. I'm not sure what you mean by cattails law. They're edible and you can eat them, and they are a one-time resource. Once they're all gone, they're all gone. I do have a way of getting some more food and warming up. If I am very, very lucky. But it looks to me like we're going to get a blizzard. Well, that's a valid point, yes. Yes, but it's not something you'd want to bet your life on in the game, is it?
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
One way, shape or form, blizzard, whatever the weather does, I've got no choice but to keep going.
That did it.
It should be. I don't like going straight across there because of the bear that does come down that section. I prefer to go round. You can see the wolves off to my right there. There should be flour at the Quonset hut. And we're almost there. Oh boy. Yeah, thanks, Eugene. Right in the middle of a blizzard. Do you think I'm just going to hang around? But yeah, I just wanted to get in and warm up. I mean, I still could not get enough food to get through the night. Food, 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 food. I honestly, at that point, in the middle of a blizzard, I just wanted to get here. Maybe not the best choice in the world, but it was the choice I had. Do you see what I see? Oats. I have oats. Hell's teeth. I really was starting to wonder if I was going to make that. So if it's still blowing a blizzard, yes, I've seen that.
Thank goodness.
I can dash to the houses and... Well, yes, but dashing into the Quonset hut would also do that, would it not? So right now, they're not outside the... Okay. That appears to be... They're great at giving you replacement fuses, aren't they? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Seeing as it's there.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
All things considered, that went remarkably well. Didn't get threatened by wolves. Didn't freeze to death.
I could eat a horse.
There's a lot of didn'ts that didn't happen. Yeah, I know there's water in the toilet. Cooking oil.
Sure I can carry carry much more.
Alright, let's go stash some stuff. So we have cured deer hide, gut, some rabbit pelts, let's drop droppity, droppity, droppity. Yeah, no. Drop the oats. Oats mean I can get through the night. You can't see this, but my palms are damp and they're slightly shaking because I really didn't think I was going to make that. Eugene, analyzing my run through, would probably say the only thing I did wrong, possibly, is I didn't spend the time to get cattails at the outside the dam. I think that would be the only thing. Well, apart from getting lost and having to take the 2 climb downs between the ranger's cabin and the dam itself, that was a mistake. On the other hand, it worked. I didn't sprain anything. So the biggest mistake I made was, yeah, not stopping to pick up the cattails, and that's one of those gambles, because it did occur to me, and it was a case of, okay, well, I spend time picking these up here. Where am I going to end up when it gets really cold and unpleasant? I suppose conceivably it would have worked out, because I would have ended up at that porter cabin anyway. Right. I'm actually going to take a quick break. Well, the thing about that particular region is if you know which direction you're heading in, you're okay, but I didn't intend to end up like that. I shouldn't have done. But on the other hand, nearly every time you go over that mountain pass sort of area, you almost always sprain something. And this time I didn't. I just had to do the 2 climb downs, which worked. I'm staggered. So anyway, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. And then we'll see what I can find outside while the blizzard's blowing. I'll say one thing for this game, it'll test your decision-making processes. Okay. This is actually good. Oh, it's not even that cold. Good heavens. Right. Quality tools. How many sets of quality tools can a man have? Potato. A single potato. Come on, give me something. Just something. Anything. I gotta get to Jackrabbit Island. I'm going to need the flour to get to Desolation Point and to survive at Desolation Point. Yeah, I could probably, given the way things panned out, yeah, I could probably have afforded to spend the time getting cattails. But, yeah, that was one of those snap decisions. Of course, the thing is, as you may have noticed in this game, I do tend to dither a bit. Game's glitching a bit there. Don't need that, don't need that. Take water. Where's the... Okay, because I can check out the other houses in the middle of the blizzard, I think. Should be able to do that. At least I can get through the night intact. Ah, I didn't want to do that. Oh, blast, that's destroyed. Are all the houses here destroyed? I can't remember. Yes, they are. Damn it. Ah, well. Yeah, I'm assuming that I have any left. What time of day is it? Yeah. A trip to Jackrabbit Island in the middle of a blizzard does not strike me as being a fantastic idea. I just checked the far left corner. I don't think it was there. course, it depends on which way you are referring to in terms of far left. Nope, that's not fair. That's destroyed, that's destroyed. And that is the far left house. Oh, no, no, there it is. Yeah, sorry. Where's the door? Where's the door? Where's the door? All right. One of my favorite locations in the game. Let's see. Kitchens, I mean. My favorite location in the game.
I'll be hungry later.
One potato. And a can of oats. That's all I've got. We seem to be pretty much out of luck. Well, for certain values of luck. One thing's for sure, I've got enough sticks to make a fairly substantial number of arrows, which is good. Arrows is what we want.
This stuff will come in handy.
Another pot would be useful.
Wonder if the owner's around.
Yeah. It's a little bit of an upgrade, I think. Yeah, feathers aren't normally a problem. I've got a few. I'll be able to get more as I go. Amusingly, it's not that cold. You'll notice it's cold inside the vehicle as well.
My fingers feel numb. Goddamn freezing.
I don't. I've got no food. I don't have enough food to get through the night. I'm gonna have to cook. It's a shame you can't light a fire in here. It's 100 calories. You can sometimes find, well, it's no point in this game. Well, yeah, it is actually. You can find batteries. Batteries have two purposes. Trading with Sutherland. And stripping them down for lead to make bullets, but there's no point in this game making bullets, and not in this difficulty level.
I just need to close my eyes.
Hey. Don't know whether it's worth fixing that. Nope. Let's see. I've actually got 2 magnifying glasses. No, I need to keep that.
Come on. Turned out pretty well. All I can think about is food.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Yeah, I didn't use the accelerant. Right. So now we got to try. Hmm. Wonderful. Eh. Let's see what the weather's like. Moderately terrible. Okay, it's not too bad. Only problem is can't light a fire. I do have a couple of flares. Jackrabbit Island's over there, and I pretty much got to go for it. If I can leverage the weather slightly in my favor, I will do that. This is not going to do me any good. This is very much a case of I hope, like... Oh, that's a valid point. Yeah, that's not helping me. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think I need all the guts. Oh, no, I only need 2 guts. Alright. Oh, hell. What's that? Better. Much better. Yeah, for certain values of much and better. Where's my under construction? Alright, give me a second. I better find out what that is. It shouldn't be my son, on the grounds that... Oh, no. It is... nothing. Yep, my son should be 15 minutes into his exam. Right. One quick dash for Jackrabbit Island. If there's a heavy hammer on Jackrabbit Island, I am going to be quite irritated. There's the bear. Hello, Mr. Bear, otherwise known as Hello, Mr. Furcoat. Should be a body over here. Now, here's a question. I could make... Okay, I'm making mittens. That will leave me with 2 gut. Do I want to make snares. Oh, it's getting really, really, really cold now. Yeah, that is true. But it means I could have enhanced my survivability significantly if I'd come here instead. But, eh. Aviator cap? I think that's worth having. At some point I've got to fish.
I need to drop something.
And I know this is not a great idea, but the fish is too useful not to have. Need to be able to cook it, but that's a whole different ballgame.
Can't feel my hands.
If I can find a sheltered spot, I can cook the fish.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
No, it's not that good.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Right, I need a fire. Because I don't want to go carrying this fish around. Any longer than I have to. I am going to need to find a sheltered spot.
I better take this food.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I will repair it, obviously. And there's the old mill flour. Okay. So here's a bit of a gamble for you. I've got to get this working, so... Oh, it's too windy. Is it too windy? Ah. This is one of these situations where I absolutely have to get this to work. So that fish is really, really good to have.
Come
I left my pot back at the...
Can't feel my feet. All right.
I don't need simple tools. I've got more quality tools than I can shake a stick at.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
I just had a thought. Yes, I know. And I don't trust it. Look at the direction the wind's coming from. Yeah, I don't trust that wind. Look, it's coming I know how to find a sheltered spot, Eugene. I've been playing long enough to figure that much out. It's just that, yeah, with the wind direction, I decided that no, I was going to do what I did.
I could use this.
Okay. That little patch there, for some reason, always makes me think, ooh, there's something there. Yeah. Not seeing matches on the coffee table. Should probably have lit another torch off that one.
Something's gotta go.
Should have put some coal on the fire, kept it going longer, but I didn't trust it to stay lit. That would have been fine. It might have been fine. Huh. Alright, sorry, I'm going to have to dash to the potty again. Back in a couple. Right. What did we find? Hockey jersey. Okay. A little bit overweight, not too bad. Need to fix this and that. The good news is doing all right for food. Bad news is I need to spend time outside smelling faintly of fish. There's rabbits down here. Oh, I'm an idiot. Yeah, getting cold in a hurry. Sorry. Almost as embarrassing as an accidental discharge. don't think I'm going to be making pemmican anytime soon. If I survive this long enough to make pemmican, I will be amazed. This is going to turn into a full-blown blizzard, isn't it? Good news is I can stop here the night. Bad news is it's freezing cold.
I might have to drop some gear.
Oh, stop it. Stop your complaining, Mackenzie. It's not that bad. Right, what I can do is fix the hat and fix the hockey jersey. Yeah, I think I'm going to wait till morning. I do have other sewing kits on me. Let's see, so oh, look at that, 19 degrees. That's as warm as I've been in the game. Yeah, do I want to put that on or that on for the top? Does it matter? No, it's about the same. Right. Oh, drat. The thing I forgot is cabin fever. Ah. Cabin fever's going to kill me. I've got nowhere I can stay that's vaguely safe. Except in a house, which means the cabin fever's just going to get worse.
I need to drop something.
Okay. Oh, the weather improved. So, yes, you do. It's a constant thing. You are constantly making water, finding water. Yeah. Now the question is, I've got nowhere to spend the night to alleviate the cabin fever. This is moderately warm, so I could simply stand out here for a bit and cogitate. If I go dashing across the ice, I'm going to end up in the same basic situation. What I could do is go after, see if I can get a rabbit or two, if only for the fur. Or I could go beachcombing. Oh, there you went, Mr. Rabbit. But yeah, water is very, very important. You'll see me and others, we are constantly making water. It's very much a thing.
The sun's
Bit late for that.
gonna get a lot colder soon.
That was stupid. I should have considered that.
Too much stuff to carry.
Sorry about that. I made a blunder there. You're quite right. I should have done that. I should have lit the fire, and it didn't occur to me because, yes, reasons. Problem is, yeah, cabin fever's gonna kill me. Well, it's a nice night. At least it's not too cold. Got to manage that cabin fever risk. That's at 33%. If I do this... 26%. And yeah, that was a gamble. But I don't have a lot of choice, do I?
Cold as...
Okay, it's manageable. Oh, bother. Ah, that will kill me very, very quickly. That is not good. That really, really, really is not good. Our best bet now is to hope that it doesn't last all day. Nope. It comes a case of, do I want to die quickly in the blizzard? Well, I am doing what you suggested. getting the cloth from the curtains. Nope. Weather definitely says no. I don't have much in the way of... I almost hate to take that apart. Weather says, do you feel lucky? Weather says check. Ah!
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Have I got a sheltered spot anywhere? I do. Nope. That's not going to work. Drat. I missed an opportunity there. I don't see that I've got much choice but to head back to... Yeah, I'm going to get caught by wolves. That's my biggest concern. But you're right. Nope. That's... No, actually,
Sure, I can carry much more.
I can probably cook that. Oh, there's a boat. Yeah. The only reason I haven't gone Misanthrope's Cottage is that it's, yeah, it's got this obvious slight problem with a bear. Oh, I have searched here. Ah.
I could eat anything.
Yes. I'm going to get the cooking gas started. And I know I wasted a flare. I'd rather waste a flare than a match. Oh, just as the blasted weather improves.
I might have to drop some gear. Need to find some place to escape this cold.
I forgot to bring a pot with me, but yeah, should be okay. Ah. This is slightly risky. I've eaten it. I've eaten all the fish. All I've got is... Unless you're telling me that I shouldn't be carrying any food with me at all, like rabbit.
Is it food or...
Oh!
Something's gotta go.
Come on!
Come on. Come on. That did it.
Yeah, come on, uncrouch. Thank you.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
Good news is there was food here. Bad news is I'm right in the middle of bear territory. Worst news is I still got cabin fever and no particularly good way of fixing it. Good news is there should be some water in the toilet.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Even better news is I somehow managed to not lose my carry bonus despite all this. Okay. Okay, so we got some food. All I've got to do now is survive the bear. And there's no great way of doing that except... Don't know where the bear is. That's a problem. I wish there was a way I could. It's not over there. It doesn't appear to be down here. What we can do is
Drop something.
run to the island at least. This little island, I mean. And I gotta get past those wolves. Well, I know I left the hide and the guts behind, but it'll cure. Hopefully while I'm away doing the next bit. First thing I'm going to do when I get back is light a fire. So, the problem is I do have rabbit on me. Two reasons. One, it keeps the wolves away. Two, because I lit a torch in the house to look around, I therefore might as well have a torch. Three, it gives you a slight warmth bonus. And the wolves in principle are scared of your torch. Although, yeah. They don't like fire, so yeah, there's... So you're taking fire with you because you lit it when you had the opportunity. It helps keeps the predators away. It provides a bit of a warmth bonus. So, yeah. Because my match supply is limited, and while it does look good for lighting a fire with the magnifying glass, it's entirely possible that the weather might change and so on and so forth and what have you. And there is a wolf around here. It's almost a tradition. Go out on an excursion, come back, shoot the wolf. Well, I can't shoot the wolf. The weather's probably turned into... Good news is this doesn't count. The wolves don't spot you here.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Do I need to light a fire? Doesn't matter. Light a fire anyway. I need to get some water done. I need to read that note, which has been gone unobserved. Let's see. Oh, look! My cabin fever's gone. Yay. Oh, I didn't check all this one.
There's got to be something useful in here.
Coal. How come I didn't search this? That's more wood that I can immediately use. Did I check here? I did. I know I checked in here. Okay, well, I think I'll call this progress. Take an hour and 8 minutes, which is time I don't have with this. Let's see. What can I do while I'm waiting? I think I'm carrying too much cloth. Eh. Ooh, good enough. Birch bark. That's nice. Let me see. What I have got to consider is my next step, which is going to have to be Desolation Point. I think, yes, Desolation Point. Makes sense. Flour and porridge is going to be my survival in Desolation Point. I'm going to need to take the oil. Have I got enough water? So one thing I can do is, good news is I don't need the coal, do I? Because I can pick up coal in the mine. So I am going to do that so that I can get plenty of water going, so that I don't have to make it later. Which seems excessive, but I don't think so. Let's see. That also gives me time to break this down. Oh, hang on. 1 hour, 8 minutes. No, that should be enough. Shouldn't boil the water away. Yep, that was well timed.
Too much stuff to carry.
Shut up, Mackenzie. Yep. Or at least craft it for a bit longer. I've got an hour. So I can do that for an hour. And I should be... Oh, great. Now I can't see. There we go. And I should be... Yep, you see? That was the whole point. Oops. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, so now I can dump some of my water in here. And yeah. I went through all my rose hips just staying alive on the way here. That I can make prepared birch bark. Because you can get vitamin C from the birch bark in the game, and it does give you a few calories. So, you know, that's a thing. So I've got oats, I've got fat, I've got a bit of food, I've got gloves underway, which would take another couple of hours. The fish was not lucky, by the way. The fish is almost an inevitability when you're doing beach combing like that. And as you notice, even the rancid fish I can cook up to an edible level. Fortunately. I think I did get a rancid fish, and I think it makes it up to sort of excess of 50%, which is edible. All right. What can I do? What do I need to do that needs fixing? That's new. That's okay. Let's repair that. Oh, I can't. I'm in the dark. Ah, now I could repair in the dark if I used my lantern. I don't want to do that. I don't need the lantern, but it's useful for searching. I don't want to just use it up doing something like repairs. Let's see. Can't repair anything. Not in the pitch dark. I'm going to put that away. I'm reluctant to tear that down for reasons that I don't necessarily understand myself. So I'll just put that away. At some point I'm going to need to find leather. How many days am I now into this? Oops. Oh, I forgot about the note. 28 days. I've been almost a month in game. This is my record Interloper run, to anybody who isn't aware of this. I don't think you get any achievements for Interloper runs, do you? That I haven't already gotten. So, where are we? I'll tell you what I am doing. I am paying attention to my bladder. The thing about my bladder, I don't have diabetes, by the way. I was tested earlier this year, and I was tested last year. No, it's one, it's 60 years old, and two, if I do the timing of when I drink coffee, it hits my bladder quite hard. And in case you're wondering, as you get older, your bladder does in fact get less elastic, which is why old folks like me have to plan our traveling much more carefully. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Good thought, Eugene. I'm always, by the way, very envious of younger streamers. I don't normally get the chance to watch them live, but someone like Gutsit Gibbon, I'll watch her archived live streams. She'll be streaming for 6 hours or something, and then she has to go pee. It's like, I don't know how she does it. Gutsit Gibbon, by the way, that's the name of the channel. Well worth watching if you like to be educated on anthropology and anti-creationism stuff. Quite fascinating. That's the 6,000-year-old creationist thing that's sort of like flat Earth, only not quite as bad. Right, what can I do? Yes, we do. We do. I literally, when I go see my son, and I won't be seeing him this weekend, unfortunately, but I will the next weekend. I plan it out. So I'm typically awake early. So I will drink coffee. And if I get it just right, I can drink some coffee, not a huge amount, some coffee, wake up, go to Manchester. But by the time I get to Manchester, it doesn't matter if my bladder's demanding attention because there's plenty of places that I can utilize, if you follow me. And then the bladder sort of adjusts, and then I can come home in the afternoon. But you have to sort of plan it. It's slightly disturbing. The other thing that happens, of course, is that traveling gets exhausting as you get older. I travel, if I travel an hour or so, hour and a half on the bus, so I might be traveling to go to Manchester and back is on the bus itself, 2.5 hours, maybe 3, there and back round trip, and I feel sick by the time I get home. It's and exhausted. Oh. Going to visit my meet up with my mother in Preston, for example, that's a minor nightmare. I feel like hell by the time I get back. I'm not leaving the gas station, I'm just having a look at the weather. It's not too bad. I might dash for Desolation Point. Yeah. What was one of Gutsit Gibbon's live streams? This is actually kind of fascinating. She is doing a series once a month. I've talked a bit about flat earthers before. The flat earth community has kind of imploded somewhat recently. A Utah pastor named Will Duffy arranged for a group of flat earthers. Yeah, I did stash some cloth. Arranged for a group of flat earthers to go to the Antarctic to watch the 24-hour sun, because according to flat earthers, there can't be a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. Their, in quotes, model of the Earth precludes it. It allows for 24-hour sun and 24 hours of darkness at the North Pole, but not the South. So if you demonstrate conclusively that there is in fact a 24-hour sun in the South Pole, it means that their model is completely wrong, and that in fact we do sit upon a oblate spheroid planet. Anyway, so it was quite a successful trip, and the flat Earth community has not really recovered from it. It's trying. The real grifters continue. But the thing about Will Duffy is it turns out he's a 6,000-year-old a young Earth creationist. In other words, he believes the Earth and the universe was created 6,000 literal years ago. He believes that 4,500 years ago there was a global flood, an actual physical event. And so Gutsick Gibbon is teaching him month by month biological evolution. It's quite an education. It's even more educational watching Will Duffy and his response, because I think he is determined to be willfully ignorant of it. And the funny thing is, he seems like a nice enough sort of fella, but he hasn't, I don't think he's really learned. But it is, oh, this is rather nice. Oh, we have a clear day. A gallop to Desolation Point looks increasingly likely. What time is it? Is it 2:30? Sorry, not 2:30. I've been going 2.5 hours. So if you want an education on the theory of evolution, the biological evolution, that is, not somebody else's, some other version of it, it's quite fascinating, but it's also fascinating to watch Will Duffy himself. What's really funny, if you follow this kind of thing as I have, young Earth creationism has been around in its current form for not that long, 100 years or so. Which sounds surprising, but before then nobody really thought about it that much. But the modern version, yeah. And what they believe has evolved in my lifetime. They've gone from the idea of species fixity, that is, species never evolve, they don't change, that's it. And now they've had, because of the evidence to the contrary, they are slowly having to accept more and more evolutionary theory because it's demonstrable fact. Some parts of evolution are factual. Evolution itself is a fact. Evolution is defined as the change in alleles in a population over time. That is a fact. It's demonstrable. It's been observed. That's a fact. The theory of evolution basically is how we get modern biodiversity. And the amount of evidence for it is absolutely overwhelming. But it is funny to see how this has changed in my lifetime. My father was technically a sort of young Earth creationist, maybe not. I grew up with that to some extent. So it's been something I followed for years. But anyway, I digress, as you do. Oops. Air temperature is -3 in the hut. That is terrifying. But yeah, I think I did. I'm pretty certain I stashed cloth. Yes, I put 20 cloth away. So it's probably... Is it too dark to fix things? Oh, it's not. Why am I wearing a hoodie? Oh, never mind.
find food.
Come on, give me 19 degrees centigrade. 50 days. Yeah. Right, and I know it's going to be too freezing outside at the moment to bit. Yeah, it's way too cold. But I can take the opportunity to... I think I put it away, didn't I? I didn't destroy it. Yeah, here we go. Not quite sure why I'm wearing that. Weird. 19 degrees. There we go. I think the best I ever did was... It is. I don't have... Well, no, it's not sunny. Yeah, sunny-ish. What am I going to do with a fire right now? While I'm waiting for the... I'm trying to think. What would I do with a fire? Water? I've got water. I don't want to use up my... What have I got in terms of... I could make water. Oh, hang on. If I'm going to do this, let me go grab my... Ah!
Too heavy.
If I've got the fire still going. Oh no, I can use the coal. And if it doesn't...
Damn it. Come on.
I must admit, I didn't think it was clear enough for a magnifying glass. I will put another hour into the mitts.
That's done.
Mental note. Don't take longer than an hour with the mitts.
Never been so hungry in my life.
What's the temperature like? Oh, yeah, this is time to go type weather. I wish I hadn't done this now. I'm going to need both of these.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Going to drop some of the water off and the stuff I'm making. Where's the... There you go. And don't need that. Wondered where I put that. All right. I need the hammer. I need scrap metal. I need scrap metal I can get at Desolation Point. How much longer have I got here? I am going to make a decent torch. So I've got something. And let's grab a torch. And off we go. I do have the hammer on me, don't I? Yes, I do. Hammer, sticks. Gonna need sticks. Coal I can get on the way. I've got bread, I've got oil, I've got oats, I've got water, I've got my cooking gear. Oh. Desolation Point, here we come. The main risk, of course, coming down the road in this direction is that I run across the bear coming in the opposite direction. It doesn't happen very often, but I did once return from Desolation Point, and as I came down this road in the opposite direction towards me, I was presented with the local bear's furry backside.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
One of the things about... Again, this is not for people like Eugene or Danny or others who have spent significant time in the game. It's always, you know, like what I'm heading off to do now. It's not just a case of, oh, we'll get to Desolation Point. You know, you need, okay, I need the heavy hammer, I need coal, I need sticks, I need scrap metal, I need the hacksaw to get the scrap metal, so that when you get to the forge, you've got everything you need and you can spend a minimum amount of time there. And we're going to Desolation Point for arrowheads, for a crude knife and a crude hatchet. And then I'll be able to make a bow and arrows. Which is why I was picking up maple sticks and birch sticks, because you need those for the bow and arrows. And once you've got those, well, then it's going to be interesting, because I've never survived long enough in this game to make a bow. Well, in Interloper, I've never survived long enough to make a bow and arrows. And I am still, incidentally, mentally trying to adjust myself to playing Interloper, because yeah, it's not the same mindset, as I have said before, as hang on a second. I don't have a bedroll. I have not found a bedroll, so I am utterly constrained by going from place to place where I can find a place to sleep. I'm pretty certain that drinking oil will not hydrate you, as this seems to imply. Or so I should be able to make mine with a torch.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Yeah, that's not gonna help me here, because it's cold. And I will encounter a wolf. I think I always encounter wolves here. And I do not like the look of the sky. I may end up lighting my flares. Should be a wolf around this corner, I think. Remind me, I do need sticks.
I could eat anything right now.
I'm hoping to get to the mine before I need another torch. Now, I know somebody made a comment there. I'm a little bit... yeah. More concerned about... getting in, lighting a torch. Yay.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I can always tear down torches for sticks if I need to. I hate it when you say things like, oops. What did I do wrong? There's salt there, if anybody wants it. No, no, I haven't lit a match. I lit it from the fallen torch. I did this.
I'd eat anything right about now.
I did it in the approved fashion. And I know I am grossly overladen with coal right now.
I could eat anything.
Just did. I fed you tomato soup. Stop complaining. I just realized. You know what I'm carrying with me that I shouldn't? I've got a lantern. There is method in this madness. Oops. Didn't want to do that. I just need... I hope I've got enough time on my hands here. Okay, how about that?
Something's gotta go.
Welcome to Desolation Point, everybody. Here we go again. Hey, at least it's not freezing yet. What time of day is it? How many times have I made this trip now? And that's why I made the torch. I want to, if the weather allows, I just want the one torch between here and the lighthouse. So I don't have to do things like, well, I might have to drop it in the face of a wolf anyway, but you know what I mean. I think there's flower at Desolation Point, isn't there? Or Hibernia, or something. Oh, damn it. I could have sworn I lit it from the... Yeah, this is why I wanted a... Yeah, I can't... Oh, I can run. Sort of. Come on, come on, come on. How could you be yawning when you've got that thing following behind you? Oh, this is creepy. It's following me home like an obedient dog. Ooh, I am intentionally in trouble now because if this torch goes out... Go after the rabbit. I have got to get there in time to eat something, because otherwise I've wasted my... Yeah, okay, good news. Doesn't cross the bridge. Yeah, well, what I need right now is I need to eat right now. Because I was very close to losing my carry bonus. Oh, is Phoebe okay? And welcome back. But what's up with Phoebe? Welcome to Desolation Point, ladies and gentlemen.
I might have to drop some gear. Come on. Come on.
Can't remember how many matches I did actually have.
Turned out pretty well.
Right. I think 23 coal's probably enough.
That'll come in handy.
Nope.
All I can think about is food.
Oh. Well, I hope everything is fixable.
I'll be hungry later.
Right. Never seen this one before. Coastal fish cakes. I think last time I was here I did actually find matches.
I need to find food.
Right. Well, I am actually going to bring this to an end.
Too heavy.
Now there's the moose. Yes, I did. Oh no! Oh no, I'm so sorry, Prakash. Well, I hope everything works out. Very sorry to hear it. I hope you get the results soon, and I hope it's all fixable. But, yeah, no. I am bringing this to an end now. We shall resume tomorrow. Don't worry about the fire, because when I exit, it won't have saved, if you see what I mean. Oh, poor pussycat. Oh, yeah, like I say, I hope everything works out. That is disturbing. Anyway, I will be back this evening. Oh, that is not a young pussycat. That is fairly old. That's a respectable age for a cat. I've known Phoebe of Phoebe for a while, so I'm sad on your behalf, so to speak. No, I can understand that, and I can already see the possibility of a certain decision being made in the future, and I don't envy you that. Been in that situation myself with dogs. You have my deepest sympathies, Prakash, for what it's worth. I wish there was something I could do. Well, cross fingers. Let her sit on your laptop or something. That always seems to make them feel better. But yeah, now I'll be back this evening with Warframe and a Phoebe update at that point. And obviously back tomorrow morning with this. I am honestly staggered we made it through the day alive. Every single time I start a... Yeah, I bet you did. Yeah. Every single time I do an Interloper live stream, I expect to die, and that I'm still going is a miracle. Last time, this was pretty much where I died, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, like I say, I'll be back this evening and tomorrow morning. To echo what Prakash said there, everybody have the best day that you can. Make sure to let your fur babies know that you love them. And everybody else. And I'll see you all next time.